Hey guys, today's legal tip is what as is not. So kind of a little tongue twister there. So I've had a couple emails this couple weeks here where agents have tried to claim that an as is contract was involving things that it doesn't involve. An as is contract basically says you're buying the property, the improvements in the condition that it physically is in today. What it does not mean is that it has no title issues. It does not mean that if there's a title issue, well, it's just being sold as is, so we don't have to fix them. If the contract still calls for marketable title, you still have to have marketable title, which means any title issue still has to be corrected. So last week we had a transaction where there was a big title issue, and the seller and the seller's agent said, well, it's being sold as is, so it is what it is. No, it's not. Your contract still called for marketable title. As is has nothing to do with that. So number one, that is not it. Second, I had a real estate agent call me last week asking, well, the house is as is, but now these people just decided to leave all their junk, trash, and everything else in the house and not going to do anything. And when we asked them to please remove all their stuff, they're like, it's as is, you get whatever's in it. That's also not true. The contract still says that they must deliver the house in good, clean condition, broom swept, and so forth. So just because the house is as is doesn't mean that they can leave those closets and attics and all the other rooms full of all their junk and just walk out. Now, if that's the case, then put it in the contract. If you want it not to be contingent or not marketable title, then put insurable title or put whatever title. I mean, we can change the words to whatever we want, but under our contracts that we use both in South Carolina and the upstate and in the low country and in Columbia, it's not that. I mean, it calls for marketable title and it calls for the property to be returned over in broom swept condition. And that doesn't mean leaving all that crap or having title issues. So hopefully that will give you a good idea what as is not. And that'll give you some information to be able to argue back with agents when they're wrong on that. All right. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Don't forget to check out the podcast. This podcast this week was phenomenal. Nate Jones from Structurally. He's a Inman Connect guy. He speaks all over the country. Got an incredible thing to share with you all on how not to let all of your great leads just die on the vine. Most agents just simply don't have time to work a lead 12, 14 months. This program that he has will help do that for you and do it in a way that it's just like you doing it yourself. So I think you'll enjoy listening to the podcast and I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend.